everybody, and welcome to Inside Line Racing. My name is Evil Dragon XXL, and welcome to what is going to be the heart of America. Welcome to the home of the South, almost the North, so I say as well, kind of the middle, to be honest, in all. Joining me in this commentary box on this beautiful day is Mr. Vectro. How are you doing, my friend?
Hello everybody, I'm doing great, thank you. Doing the cameras once again for ILR IndyCar, this time on Indianapolis. As we saw last season, it was a really kinetic race with a kinetic start. Are we going to see the same this time as well?
Indeed, well, we'll find out, of course. It's going to be 75 old laps around this circuit. So far, Rinky and Jask, they're currently P1 and 2. Jack making his one-off appearance here today, then, so he doesn't often show up, but today, back again in the box. Now, expecting a lot of drivers to make mistakes around this circuit. It's a tricky 2.5 mile, a short oval, shall I say, almost. Tricky little bank corner. It's about 25-30 degrees, so quite steep as well. So that's a bit less, about 11-12, my apologies there. But it'd be interesting to see what driver is going to take the ultimate line. Right now you can see Forrest by now, Scott on a good lap. He's 100,000 up. That'll put him on pole if he manages to finish it off. So let's see that. Yeah. Through turn 3.
He was exactly 1,000 up on his time. He is he now is 67,000 off of his time. But he only needs 1,000th of a second. Well, 2,000th of a second to get ahead of Rinky now.
Watch out for the car behind.
Only needs 5.
Yeah, Jas will go pole then. If he gets a slipstream, he should go up. No, he doesn't. So one car off in the last corner. Pointing backwards in the wall. It's one of the yellow cars. I'm not sure who that was, but someone crashed off into the wall. Hopefully, they'll get himself back going. Now, a bit of a slide left for Jack. Now, of course, this is interesting, and I don't really want to talk about this topic due to the situation, but we are hoping everyone in Paris the best right now. But either way, we're going to go concentrate on this the best we can, because Jack right now on a lap, 20,000 down. And let's see what he can do with a bit of silence for that. It's easy to lose that vector. We did some practice earlier on, and well, I ended up upside down in a cat's fence and murdering thousands of people. Forrest goes P1. This track's quite hard to spin. Well, quite easy to spin at, I suppose, isn't it?
Scott P1.
Yeah, Scott P1. This circuit difficult.
It's really difficult. If you get on the curb a bit too much, it's while the rear ender steps out, you go straight into the barrier. So yeah, a lot of focus required to steer to the left 4 times for 75 laps. Let's see, Speedy Racer, is he improving anything? He is in the slipstream of another car, so... Yeah, that's one of the Ed Carbon cars, and that will be, I get a bit of a shave, contact, into the wall, and, God, oh my goodness me, up and over into the crowd, and hundreds and thousands of people are dead, here in Indianapolis, as Y-Racer has rather gone up in smoke, so I was saying, well... That there, we must be careful rejoining. Oh, right in front of cars. And it almost collects another one. I think that's It's Me was off as well. So, first casualty of the afternoon then. And that is Y-Racer. Contact, spinning around. Gets himself back going, luckily. So, not the end of the world as he almost collided with another car. MK Bourne currently P7. And there's even more contact there. They just get away with it. This is qualifying. What's up behind? It's a white car there.
Qualifying, always proving issues. There is Ryan Hunter Ray's car, if I'm not mistaken there. A few cars weaving. The number 28. There you can see one of the Ed Carpenter cars getting out of the way. But already, contact into the wall there goes MK Paul. You want to be careful, they're pushing it extremely hard there, so they don't want to end up...
Oh, there's problems behind.
Yeah, is it Y-Racer again? I think Y-Racer and potential contact. They're coming into the pits, maybe? No, they're not. They're so concentrated on getting their slipstream, by the way. So it is Scott up front ahead of Rinky. Jask in 3rd. We've got Will in 4th. H Racing 5th. Then comes one of the ILR boys in 6th. Ben, MK Bourne, our next Speed Racer, then Ant. And there in the wall, there goes Y-Racer. We're just having a look at there. Behind we got Ant, It's Me, Bugatti. Then we got Metz. Then we got Shan Abbey down at the back. There you can see Metzer. And he's currently there. That's the car driving the Ed Carpenter livery.
He's rather shrunk. It went from Big Metza to Metza.
Yeah, he has shrunk it a small bit. Then Will Murdoch goes
well into P1.
fastest by a 0.2 of a second there. And that is, now let's see, is that the yellow car? Is that the Jordan-esque livery? I think yellow is, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the number 22 in the slipstream. And I think that'll be of one of the other cars. You can see them moving out of the way. They don't want to give him slipstream. They know the slipstream is going to cause issues. And we always give fingers crossed, by the way. That isn't going to be a crash in turbo. You can see backing off their laps.
Yeah, there's a car on the infield at turn 2.
Yeah.
Let's actually run through the field to see actually what livery is everyone driving. Scott is in the... Well, I don't really know a lot about IndyCar, but yellow and blue car.
Yeah, the yellow and blue car.
Rinky is in the...
Yellow car.
He is in the sky. He is... I don't know what he...
he's driving the green and black and white livery, so... We gotta hope, by the way, of course, Factory, that when we come to the start of this race, no one crashes into each other, just driving the Jordan-esque livery. Then we got the DHL driver of MK Bourne. And we've got the almost the Doom livery used to be that car, but no longer. Then we have, that is the target car of Matt. Well, getting right up behind now. That was Jask's teammate. Luckily not to hit him.
Maybe Will. Was it?
No, well, so a few drivers driving the same livery. Got Ben Gallagher driving the Gallagher car. And so there goes Onyx in Ed Carpenter's livery through the last corner. So they're pushing on quite hard now as we come to the last 3 minutes of qualifying. That's about 5 laps if they can get out. They really wanted to be out a lot earlier in this venture because right now, right at the end of qualifying, they're going to have high fuel. So they really wanted to be out a little while ago, really, didn't they?
Yeah, they actually would love to. Do we happen to know if it's... Oh dear. Do we happen to know if it's on default setups?
Yep, default setups, of course, enabled for all the drivers. So they're going to have about 30 litres of fuel as they all go through turn 1. There you got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is actually ideal, actually, for some of the drivers having these massive rows of slipstream here. You can see it's me on the foreground. We got one of the cars spinning, and is he going to hit the wall? No, he gets away with it. So someone's spinning around, but they get away with it. It's me trying to get a lap right now. He's P12, 5 tenths off the pole man. ILR Matt, I think, is currently P2. As it's me that's trying to come through. Now, who's that just ahead of him? Well, whoever it is, holding him up massively here. And
Rinky, I guess.
Yeah, might be Rinky.
Rinky guesses.
Rinky rather holding him up a little bit there. So that's not really going to do their laps any good at all. So that's going to drop their laps down a little bit, but hopefully not too much. Well, let's get on for another lap then around Indianapolis, and let's see what they can do. It's a long drive, of course. It's one of the longer circuits. That's an oval. Of course, only two ovals on this game these cars can really run at. Abingdon, meanwhile, goes P1. Good lap for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but maybe Matt will now go into P1 because it's 4 tenths up. Can he pull it through?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he can. 6 tenths up into first place in front of Abby by almost 5 tenths of a second.
Incredible lap from Matlin. Puts himself on that front row, but Abby's not going to do another lap. He's got no fuel, so he'll have to bail out. So his qualifying here is over. There you can see Will Murdoch. He's right behind all the target cars.
That's Matt, our current pole setter.
Yeah, Matt, who's going quicker. So improving. He's gonna gets almost collected there. He's come in the pit lane, I think. Actually, yes, in the pit lane. Through the other car. And let's see anyone else on a good lap. Will up into P3 right now. Then it's me coming through the last couple of corners. He'll get another lap or so out of it. He's got a few cars ahead of him. This is going to help him, really. Slipstream around this circuit very strong. He has about 1 minute 30 to go. So if he can get a good lap here with the slipstream, he should rocket himself probably up the field. Let's see, cross the line. Is he on a lap right now? No, he is not. So he's down on a lap right now. Let's see what he can do this time around. So, you've got to be careful, these drivers. They do want to watch out when we start this race. Contact will immediately end in, well, immediate termination from pretty much everything, and life probably as well in these cars. So, they've got to be careful.
Well, last season it went horribly bad, and before even reaching the first corner. I don't know if we'll see anything different this season, though, to be perfectly honest, because well, at least damage is off this season, so things should be a bit less for corners, but never say never.
Yeah, never say never. In front of 400,000 spectators, of course, around this circuit. They're all cheering for their drivers. Let's see who's going to get the pole position. Right now, it's me. It's not going to be a pole. That's going to go in the wall hard. Oh, into the wall. And that, luckily, it's the tyre barriers. That could have been a snap. That would have flipped normally. Gets away with it. So that's his qualification over. It's me out of qualifying after a nasty accident. Matt looks to be on pole. He's 4 tenths clear of the rest of the field. Is he going any quicker? Let's see. Through the last corner. Can he improve and get further up? No, he's in the wall. He'll be collected there. Oh, no. Oh, no. There's a horrible crash here down the back straightaway. It's one of the cars. That would have been Carpenter's car, the number 28, spinning around. Now, Matt out of qualifying. So it was Onyx who spun. So his lap done as well. And oh, dear. And there's, oh god, there's a horrible start line crash there. But Matt on pole position from Abidum there. Murdoch in third, racing in fourth. Scott from Onyx, Rinky Jask there. And but they didn't want us to read the rest of it. They're going straight into it. We will. H Racing, Scott, Onyx, Rinky Jask, MK Bond, Ben, Speed Racer, and Attack. It's me, Bugatti. Then we got Small messed up. Then behind them we have Shapel. He's going to be in a quite good position here, right down the back.
Yeah, he's going to have a beautiful view of everyone doing their thing into turn 1. So yeah, final predictions. If you had to put money on something, would you predict a massive accident or would you predict a clean start?
There's going to be a crash off here. Let's hope it doesn't. Now, I will say my famous words again, and last time I was here, it did go badly. Done a few other oval races here, and it did go badly as well. It wasn't the beginning of the race; it was the end of the first lap where everything exploded. But let's see what's going to happen. I will do my famous boogity. So hope everyone's ready for that. New mic, new me, good fun. Let's see what's going to happen, Van. So, what do you think is going to happen before turn 1? Are we going to see it clean?
We're going to see a massive oof.
You feel there's going to be a crash? Well, let's see. In the chat, is it going to be clean off the start for the Indy 75 laps? Don't know how many, but it's 2.5 times 75, so you get work on that quickly, Vetcher, and you can tell us. It can be about 2...
what kind of thing do I have to...
2.5 times 75. And let's see.
187.5.
So the 187.5 miles of the Indy 175-ish... That is our, that is the thing. Now, 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 1. So, Shapel down the back is shaping up to be quite good there. There you can see Ben Gallagher driving the Gallagher car. All 50 litres of fuel. They'll all be coming in 2-3 times, I imagine, in this race. It'll be comfortably. Should take just under an hour. And here we are. We're rolling. Oh, we've lost someone. Well,
we've lost someone.
We've lost someone from the start already. Then that unfortunately hasn't readied up, so they'll be rolling 2 by 2 then, it seems, then for the front, and then 3 by 3 at the back. Last time I was here, there was a horrible accident. This time, are we going to see it clean here in Indianapolis? I'm going to say it in the famous words of NASCAR. I've done this before, we'll do it again. 5 lights. Boogity, 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 and let's go racing here in Indianapolis. They're all going to get off the line correctly, and it is a safety car. Oh, that ruins the fun. Oh, they got a safety car. No, they didn't tell me about this. Well, safety car deployed, and, well, it's practice, Victory. Don't worry, it's practice, everyone. I'm only joking. It's practice. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Bringing the excitement up. I thought we were going. Then.
Well, we almost got a second chance for the start. It was Abby we have lost from second position on the grid. Really unfortunate for him. Probably didn't ready up on time, unfortunately.
No, he didn't ready.
So we're getting off the start with 15 drives instead of 16. So,
well, we'll have another start.
One less car in the corners, I guess.
One less car in the corners, but we're going to go again, and let's see what happens this time. Remember the 2 formation laps? So sorry, I got it wrong. There's 2 formation laps. Whoops.
Well, we gotta hype it up again. Because the time you just did it was it was spot on. So just repeat what you just done, and everything will be fine.
It's fine. I know what I'm doing. Professional here. Forgot we have 2 formation laps. I didn't read that then. I mistaked that. So 2 formation laps ahead of the drivers before boogity goes again. We got told, by the way, Onyx isn't 3rd, he's 4th. So a few drivers getting themselves back in position. So the end of the first formation. So it's the Indy 73. So 2.5 times 73 vector. That'll be our distance in the end.
Yep, I'm on it. 73 times 2.5 is... It's the 182.5 mile circuit, race round.
We've already was a 182 mile circuit, in fact, so that'll be pretty long. It'll be great for a big oval. Be there for quite a while. In the background, you can see all the cars. So, what's going to happen down into turn 1 this time then? So, I presume they're going to run 2x2, so they shouldn't have a horrible accident. But we'll find out. Matt on pole position. He's going to have a good run, of course. The pole sitter, not necessarily the one who will win this race. Normally, look out for about 4th, 5th, or 6th. They've won races before. 7th is a good starting position here in Indianapolis. In real life, you saw drivers like Alonso, I think, qualified down on the 2nd row. He could have run it. A few drivers in the past have as well. So 1x1 formation. So I think they might go single file. We'll find out, but the formation lap should be in this lap then. And we'll be ready to go then in Indianapolis for the 2nd time, as we had a mistakenly thought start, so I abort the start. We'll go again. Now, last time we were here, it didn't end well. This time, we should be going, and it should be clean. Now, we're going to get racing this time around then. Are we going to go for disaster, or are we going to go for glory? Are they going to go 1x1 then? I fear they will. Not 2x2, so it looks like they're going to go 1x1. Let's see then. Are we ready to go racing here in Indianapolis? They slow themselves down. They're ready to go then here in Indy. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. 5 lights are on ahead of the drivers. And we will be racing. And it's boogie, and let's go racing, boys. And they get off the line correctly this time around, do they? Yes, they do get off the line correctly. Nice and smooth down towards turn number 1. And they've got off the line correctly here in Indianapolis as they come through turn 2. Good start from all the drivers, nice and clean, all separated as well. But no accident immediately as they come through turn 2, coming down the straight. Onyx already battling away with a few cars. Oh, God! Oh, my goodness me! There's a horrible accident here in Indianapolis, and it's happened again. And it's Onyx who's been killed. And it's gone horribly wrong. And that really, unfortunately, is ring key as well. And, well, I had to say it. And it's gone wrong here in Indianapolis. 1 car out, 2 cars out. Oh my God, it's me who's been killed. And it's all gone wrong here in Indianapolis. 2 cars out, and we haven't done 1 lap.
It was Speed Racer, not Rinky. But Shapel, oh no, another car upside down.
Shapel's been shaped. Shapes, well, that's really not the shape he wanted to be right now. And, well, disaster for him. Matt leads from Murdoch in P2 then. Racing Green in P3. Jack, MK Bourne and Ben Gallagher in the background. Mester there trying. Oh, God. There's a car upside down the straight as well. Is that Onyx? I think it might be.
Yeah, it is Onyx.
Yeah,
so
Onyx.
2 retirements.
2 retirements. We might see a 3rd then already. So the leader went so early, by the way. He did Matt. He's already pulled up quite a big lead. But what a start despite that for a few drivers. No real accidents and drama apart from those 3 cars that ended up dead. But gap's starting to open up a little bit.
No real accident, he says.
Yeah, no. Oh, dear. Now, let's not curse that. Oh, 1 into the wall. There goes Big Mester, and that's a big problem there. Must be careful as his teammate doesn't collide with him. He does not.
Leave damage is off. That's always.
Yeah, damage is off, but that's
smooth.
I'd rather have seen everyone run 2x2. It'd been a better accident, but no, 1x1. The gap already spreading up front here, but lap 5 of 75, 70 odd laps to go already. So we're already coming to the first stage of this race, and first stage is already pretty much completed. We've had the first major accidents, 3 of the buggers. Are we going to see any more crashes and dramas? Luckily, not as bad as last time I commentated here, where everyone died. But was rather excited for an accident to happen, but never mind. Maybe next time I'll have 2x2. Just we get on that 2x2 next time, a bit more fun. for me in the commentary box. But Bugatti there, H Racing Green down the inside. Gets a position through. And be careful they don't collide here. It's so easy. And H Racing Green on a charge right now. ILRT Matt starting to drop back. Murdoch in third. MK Bourne, it's me. There's good battle there between Bugatti. And I believe that must be Big Mester or Small Mester. That medium-sized Mester.
Yeah, medium-sized Mester.
Who's currently in the pack. Behind them, Ben Gallagher. Where's he in all of this? Well, he's currently out of this race, I believe. Yeah, no, he's in fifth. My apologies. So there he is. Top guys, by the way, they're closing up about 1/10 between each other, so definitely closing. And let's see a potential overtake here. Mester trying to come through there on Bugatti, who covers the outside line. So on the inside, let's see if they get it through clean. This corner turn through. We've seen Newton's be here before. Down the inside he go. Let's see, no covering off, and well, that's a bit familiar. They catch it low, and that's a familiar sight from somewhere. Vectoric, you've seen that before. Up front, H Racing going for the lead.
H Racing is really pouncing on it. He's catching up to ILR Matt.
And so I get a bit of a cough. H Racing Green, there he is. Now he wants to be careful here. He doesn't want to make any rash move and try and collide here. He wants to be nice and smooth. You could see Matt covers the inside line, but H Racing now knows he has the inside. Matt will cover him off, so kind of H Racing has to go for it. He'll get through cleanly. In the background there we see, I think, Will and Ben battling away. And I think they all got cleanly through. Shapel out of this session as well then. So he was one of the other drivers upside down at the start of this race. Now, Matt should come straight back at him here. Be the exit down into turn 3, Vector time here.
I think so too. He is getting time on the straights a bit, but in the corners he's losing it again. But he does stay with him though.
He's staying with him now. Let's see, he should come up into 5th gear now. So they're taking the 4th gear, not the 5th. So if they take 5th, they might be getting good quicker here, but I could see Matt driving his hot H Racing Green.
Car off in the background. Yeah. It's I think it was Bugatti off.
Yeah, Bugatti off. Great battle here for 10th, 9th up the inside. There goes Rinky, and I think we might see a car graze the wall if we're not careful. Let's see. No, they're going to get away with it, so no contact, which is good to see. They're driving side by side. Rinky up the inside. And so far, so clean between these guys. Scott coming into this as well. Look at them side by side. Oh, no. Oh, they collide. They get away with it somehow. They're pushing it a little bit too hard. Luckily, none of these 3 drivers are in a fence right now, because that almost could have ended badly. Somehow they avoid it.
They're still side by side. There's been for
oh, no, now it's happened. Oh, they survive again. They're being very lucky today, aren't they?
Well, it's lucky the damage is off though. Ben Gallagher and Jask are now battling.
Now, the one thing you don't want to do, hit your teammate. The second thing, don't hit the league owner. That definitely won't do your won't do anything good, because the league owner will be dead in the wall, and that won't be good for us. Bad of a job if that happens. I hope it doesn't happen. But either way, Ben trying to size up the league owner, try and size up Mr. Jesus himself. Jask, let's see. You'll have to cover the inside. Well, Jask, we have to cover. He's not going to cover. So Ben will go down the inside. Jask not really going to fight it too much there. And he'll have the outside, but he won't be able to do anything there. He'll try around the outside if he can. No, we can't do it. The background there, I think that must have been MK Bourne in the wall, and it's me just sitting behind, or is it? It's him. Who knows? That question. Good start though from all the drivers. So
yeah, well, not a great start for everyone. Shapel in the chat saying, well, the race didn't last as long as I expected it to be. Well, yeah, unfortunate. I didn't actually see what happened up there really good.
Oh,
it was a
there goes Jask, and there he goes. Is the league owner dead? No, he keeps out of the wall too bad. Oh, he's going to come right in the middle of the pack, though. Now, that could be death. Oh, is everyone going to keep out of the way? What's that, boys, on the outside? Jask, good timing there. Does not get collected. Luckily, we'll still have a league owner by the end of this. But Bugatti risking life and limb. Jask as well. First time he tends to race in the Oval. Almost was his last time at the Oval. It was his 3rd Grand Prix. Will it be his last?
It was his last.
Let's hope not. Now I have a cough. I don't have a cough. It was a cough, but it's not there anymore. It's me battling with MK Bourne.
MK Bourne, you've got to watch out. If he goes through, white line around it, because you never know when he comes back on the track.
Yeah, you've got to be careful where drivers return this circuit. So vicious. Lap 13, MK Bomb there up front. Age Racing Green leading Matt by about 4 times. 6 seconds, by the way, to Will Murdoch, who's either gone off the circuit somewhere or something's happened for him.
He just cannot follow the pace at this moment, I think.
3 drivers out, damages off. Those 3 drivers didn't seem to have a reset button, we believe. That's the reason they were out, of course. If they had a reset button, they could get back in this race. Field's starting to spread out already, Vector, at the beginning of this race. So it definitely shows to me the top 2 really pulling away. They're very lucky as well because of it. I'm coming up to...
Yeah, the top 2 are really lucky. Everyone's behind them, battling it out. Everyone's in the slipstream though, so they might catch up to them. But let's see, Will is in the front of this group, and he's about to be overtaken by Ben.
Yeah, Ben up the inside, that's going to be clear. Be brave up the inside into turn 1, gets it through just about. They almost collide through turn 1 though, so they've got to be careful, they've got to try as hard as they can. Contact around here will not do themselves very much good. But here comes It's Me in the slipstream, and let's see, he's going to go to the outside line, let's see. Long straight line speed here for him, and let's see what he can do. Seem to have picked up an American accent there, but either way, Will doing a good job there in P4. He's pushing on as hard as he can. It's Me struggling a little bit with the rear end, but up front in this race is still H Racing Green. Rinky now dropping down the field behind Forest Glen, or Scott, so I say. So Scott coming through the field nice and smooth as well.
Big cluster here.
Yeah, a bit of contact.
Well, Will actually went past Ben again, so Will back into 4th.
Let's see, it won't last that long though. Let's see, back around the outside into turn 3, the famed turn 3 then. That'll be brave there, so that's going to be close, it'll be close, it'll be close. Let's see if they're going to go side by side. He'll have to force him out wide, so yeah, he does do so, keeps the position. And this always just gives me goosebumps when you see cars so close around an oval, and there goes It's Me. That's disqualification. Oh my god. And oh no, that has happened again. He's upside down, and watch out boys, as dead corpse running around the circuit. It's Me has flipped it right on cue, right in front of that cameraman, and that'll be 5 grand. It's Me. You've broken the camera. Ben Gallagher, third
it's
now.
An accident for It's Me. There's also a car. Oh, that's lag. I think ILR map was lagging a bit there. Oh yeah, he is. Look at this.
Oh no! Oh, that's not good.
Oh, look at this. Oh dear, that's massive lag.
Oh dear, oh dear. That's really that's not good. Well, Will Murder, let's look at this battle here. Will be Ben. And let's see what those can do, as now we've lost poor old It's Me. Down to P10 right now. Not the end of the world, but not the best thing he can do. In the background, he got a bit of battle there for, I think that's Rinky, battling away. Here it is, a Rinky Mester battling away. In the background behind them, we have Anton It's Me. It's Me starting to come back through this field immediately. So, he's got to get the move on right now. He's definitely quick. So now he has to prove his worth up front. Gap 3/10 a second.
Actually, Matt was lagging behind a bit. Literally, I thought it was falling back, but this is, I think, the lag picking up. I hope it's not going to be in a disconnection for him. Rinky is following Metza, who's gone a bit wide. Will Murdoch has gone into 3rd. MK Bourne, where's Ben? Where's Ben?
Well, Ben, there's Ben. Now, is he spun? I think Ben's spun. Now, if he has spun, oh dear, that's not good. Mester was right up the rear chuff there of Scott. He tries around the outside, won't do it there. The inside line's the only way to do it here. Inside line racing. Yeah.
That's why it's called inside line racing.
The outside line doesn't tend to work. Let's see, now go to the inside. He'll cover him off a little bit. He tries to squeeze him as much as he can. Can't do too much though, because it's wide, it's not that wide. Mester through, runs a bit wide. Now get the cut back here. Don't want to see a cut back. Round here. Oh, almost ended in tears. They are going to end in tears. Oh, he's going round. Scott, has he gone round? He has gone round into the wall. In the middle of the pack. Is he going to get collected? I don't think so. And in he comes.
Dear, oh dear, that's gotta be the tyres gone.
Yeah, tyres are gone. Head's gone. Well, talk about where's head's gone. Well, there's Jack. He's down in 12th. So, after the incident, he has spun the car around. He's not really recovered too much.
And attack, and It's Me still battling after Ismi's massive accident down at the final corner. Matt, by the way, is in.
Yeah. So second place in, that's for scheduled stop then. So I think he's going to try and get the undercut. He'll drop him about a lap. Will in as well. So Will and Matt both come in the pit lane on the same time, and as well as Scott in for a long time. He should be on his way out now. Anti-attack, by the way, attacking it me. And let's see what he can do. Doing a good recovery as well, is it? I mean, after that horrifying crash up to P5 now, remember, he's still yet to stop. So pit within the next lap or two. Now 21 of 75 coming to quarter way through this motor race right now. So far, H Racing Green leads this race by coming in now. Actually, does come in now. It's actually on cue. So MK Board, you believe he'll come in soon as well. So everyone should be coming in very soon after each other. 3 leaders, and we're going to see them all coming in the pits now. So I imagine no one will stay out. So second, well, I'm sorry, but that's going to give a penalty. He got disqualified. No, I don't think he doesn't. But Ben, rather using poor old Ranky there, I think there's a break, but gets away with it. Everyone coming out. This is the kind of cluster right now. Look for where is Matt, by the way? Let's keep an eye on him. Now, he's going to be the one who's going to be coming through, possibly into the lead of this race, because it's a long pit stop. They're all in the pit lane, because Matt's going to have this advantage right now. He should be able to go probably another 30 odd laps right now, so it should take him probably to around lap 60, maybe 70 if they can. But let's see.
Matt, is he going to come out right now? H Racing Green is coming out right now.
H Racing Green on the circuit. He'll be going slow, about 70 miles an hour.
ILR Matt is catching up behind P3. He's going to have a better run though, but he has. Well, he is on this quicker corner line, of course. But he's going to come out behind him, but he's going to carry more speed. So he's going to catch up a bit.
Let's see, it's still about 8 times. He finally lost about half a second nearly in this order, and now he's caught it back up, so he hasn't really gained or lost any time there. So surprising and lucky for H Racing Green, and unfortunate for Manbite as well, because you'd imagine the undercut is pretty strong, even around an oval. It can be quite strong, especially.
Look at this. In the slipstream, he's catching up. He's catching up right now.
Yeah, let's see. He's going to go for the lead either way. Up the inside he goes into turn number 1. Here comes Matt down the inside, through on H Racing Green, side by side. The 2 leaders go. And we've lost Mester then from this race, so that's a big Mester problem there for him. 12 runners in this motor race now, they're on that 23. We have a new leader, and that is ILRT Matt then here in the Indy 75, or 182 point insert number, depending what you want to call it.
182.5.
We'll call it the Indy 75. Pushing it. And then they're pushing it, about to back out. So they're pushing incredibly hard. Incredibly fair as well.
It's me still in the pits. He's gonna drop back a lot. And at the back it's Bugatti and Jack battling it out a bit. Well, Bugatti, oh, he's out of fuel! Bugatti's out of fuel!
Now, is he going to make it to the pit lane? That's the question. Can he make it to the pit lane? No, he's not. He won't make it to the pit. He'll run out before he gets there. And he's out. Out is Bugatti. He's out of the race. And that is the 11 runners in this race. Bugatti is gone. Can you believe it? Running out of fuel. Why did he stay out so long? That's incredible. Why he stayed out so long?
I think that might be the same thing that happened to Metza.
Could be. Oh, in the wall there goes out in attack. So pushing hard. They're tapping the wall ever so slightly down into turn 3 and 4. Jack and Forrest, there they are. On the inside goes Scott. He's going to get their move done, I think. They're on an attack. Yes, he is an attack there. Rather, not going to attack it too much. So, backs out of it. He was trying to come back low, but let's see if he can. They're pushing on as hard as they can. Bugatti left the set, and you can see the disappointment for him. Disappointment for a lot of the drivers, and a few of them out of this race. Down to 11 runners now, Vetro. That's disappointing. We're only quarter of the way through this race.
Yeah, we lost Abby even before the race started. We lost Shapel during a massive crash. We've lost also Metza and what's his name again?
Someone else. We've lost a few drivers, but
yeah, we lost a lot of drivers, but also because of crashes, also because of fuel. Yeah, Bugatti. We lost Bugatti because of fuel. But the people who are still in the race are producing a great show right now because Hendrik's trying around the outside.
Let's see what can he do around the outside. I'd be brave into turn 3 because it's difficult. It's one of the harder corners on this circuit. It's very easy to run into each other. I don't think they do. They're going to go 3 abreast. This could be awkward. Rinky's going to get 1. Is he going to get 2? He is going to get 2 on his teammate as well. So good position and good passing there. Oh, he followed up the inside there, and I think there's a bit of contact. No, they get away with it. And luckily, not contact there with Scott. He comes back through up the inside, so gets position back again. And these two are going to be battling all the way down the straight. Here comes an attack back again then with the slipstream, with the superior speed of his car. Gets himself back through. Scott back down to P8, and these guys battling themselves away. He's just allowing everyone else to pull away. Again, still battling. This is turning into a great scrap.
It's a great scrap indeed. They're side by side through most of the corners. Scott trying to get a more slipstream now and trying to catch up before the corner. Well, not in this corner, maybe next one.
Well, either way, they're driving absolutely beautifully here today. They're driving their heart out, and you gotta say, Scott's gonna try and come back if he can. Let's see if he can, though. It's gonna be a tall order.
But not too tall for him because he's going for it.
Let's see down the inside. Has he pulled it off this time around, though?
It's the camera at least let's show it. Yes.
Just about gets through this time around, so he's back in the lead of the race. No, of this battle, so I say, not of the race.
Let's see, let's take a look at the leads. Racing Green still about 4/10 behind ILR Matt.
So they're pushing on a bit still. So
17 seconds behind the leader.
Either way, they're pushing on a bit.
Born and Ben side by side. So it's got over you there. There's going to be a left car of Jack. Let's see, MK Born losing a lot of time to Ben. And Jack currently in 10th position. Just in front of it's me.
Yeah, so they're pushing on a bit. Up front gap opening up to 1.7 seconds now, as I was trying to mention. So Racing Green's dropping back a little bit now from the lead of this race. It's not the biggest problem in the world. He's still in P2. He's doing a good job. If he could stay there for the next, 45 laps, that's going to work on it. But the question is, can he do it? And we believe one driver's car didn't refuel. Messer got disqualified by that. That's what happened to him.
Speeding in the pit lane possibly, or spinning into the pit lane.
Speeding, we believe, is the reason behind it. MK Born.
There's a massive scrap between Ben, Jack, and MK Born. MK Born passed Ben, and Jack may have played a role in that. Well, camera up, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, remember, here in over racing, blue flags don't apply as harshly as they will in other series, of course, especially when over racing. It's up to the drivers to do it. If they want to do it, they don't have to. Of course, you've seen accidents because of that. I'm sure you've had an accident because of lap cars before, and there you can see an attack. They're battling away with... Oh, there's a car upside down. Oh no, there's more contact. Oh no, what a crash here in Indianapolis. There's one car upside down, 2 off into the wall. They're going to be in a dangerous position there. And that there, is that Ben upside down? It is Ben upside down.
Ben.
What has happened to Ben Gallagher? Well, Benny boy has been, well, rather Ben dead.
Well, Scott also upside down, being able to carry on though. Ben losing a lot of positions. MK Born also involved in the crash. Carnage here on lap 31.
What is causing these accidents here? But Ben is down to 9th position. It's almost Ben 10. It's Ben 9 right now. Now Ben 45 right now, driving as hard as he can. He's 18 seconds ahead of Jack. He's doing a good job right now, Mr. Jackie G. Jack Gooding, of course, the coordinator and owner of Inside Line Racing, and still somehow surviving in this motor race. Hasn't been killed yet. Here comes Ben round the outside there, a racer, and with contact there, he's not careful, almost collide there into turn number 1. Round the outside in turn 2, he'll have to back off. Hard to do around the outside there because of that reason there, because he gets squeezed out wide and into the wall. And that corner is the hardest.
I think Speed Racer could have backed off a bit and gave Ben a bit more space because there was nowhere for him to go.
Either way, contact was made in this race, and unfortunately for him, it was the barrier and out of the race nearly, but luckily not for him yet. So he carries on for yet another lap. Down the back, meanwhile, we got It's Me and Jack led together, but up front, 2 seconds. Feel rather spread out right now. Speed Racer and Ben only will battle on the circuit.
Yeah, you're right about that one. Yeah, the gaps are spreading out a bit right now. Also, Rinky and MK Born aren't so far behind, because here's Rinky, here's MK Born. And Attack is, well, 9 seconds behind. 6 seconds behind him is Scott. 6 seconds behind him is Racer. 1.2 seconds behind him is Ben. 19 seconds behind Ben is Jack Gooding. 5 seconds behind him is It's Me. And It's Me is the final one in the list right now, and is right behind the leader, who is 3.2 seconds in front of Ace Racing Green.
Yeah, leader pushing on a little bit right now, so he's definitely got the pace. It seems to open the gap ever so much. He's driving his heart out right now for another victory here in Indianapolis. He's done it before, I believe, and he's trying to make it yet another victory on his name. But they've been doing a lot of racing recently. They've done a good job. You see them pushing on. And in terms of championship as well, it's going to be interesting to see what it becomes of later on.
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to see the championship unfold, and especially Indianapolis. For me, it's the pearl on the calendar.
Yeah, it's almost, of course, the Triple Crown, of course, one of those. Of course, the other two, the Indy500. Of course, we have Monaco and the famous 24 Hours of Le Mans. All of which are beautiful in their own right. Ben Gallagher up the inside. And I haven't just read news, by the way, and this is good news for everyone around the world. It seems that the fire in the Notre Dame is under control by the looks of it. So good to see that everything's really fine.
To hear.
Yet it's still on fire, but it seems that it is dying down. So good news, hopefully, from Paris. Right now, Racer trying to come up the inside, and has he got through? I think he has got back through. So yes. He's proving that run down to turn 1 very good.
That is the place to overtake in this race, it seems.
Ben Gallagher not giving up of it yet, though, so he doesn't want to be last of this battle so far. He's pulling away from Jack right now behind, but here comes Racer doing the best he can to defend from Ben Gallagher. Those two collided earlier on, and they might collide them again if they're not careful.
He's really close now. He's going to try it again. Up the inside.
Up the inside. Let's see if he can do it. It's going to be brave to try up the inside, but Ben still holds position, gets back through as well. So Racer back down to 9th position. These two battling their way over 8th, of course. In this race, where we have ILRT Matt leading this race. A bit wide there for Racer. Gets all of them wrong there. Behind them, you can see, I think it might even be one of the guys up front, but these guys rather now down behind. The next car, Scott, who's 3 seconds up the road. Ahead of them, like we said, you've got the likes of Antatak, MK Bond, and everyone else who's just flying around this circuit. 20 seconds the top two have on the rest. They've got superior pace advantage. Especially they're lucky as well. Antatak rather bouncing around the circuit.
Bouncing?
Gets away with it,
like a bouncy car.
Fancy castles, but either way, we're on that 38 of 75. We're about halfway through this race. Half of it's still to come, and what are we going to see before the end of this race, Vadster? We're going to see more drama and action. We're maybe seeing another pit stop for everyone else out as well. Hey, Racing Green, meanwhile, he's got, who's that who's right behind him? Is that,
It's me, I guess.
It might be It's Me.
Because Metza's out of the race, so it must be It's Me. Yes.
It's Me, who's, of course, a lap down. This is actually going to help him, by the way, quite a lot, because look at the gap. He's closed right up to Jack right now because of this. So Lee's two going to battle. Jack's going to try and get himself out of the way, but he's got to be careful because he's got the lead. He's got the car behind him. It's going to be the guy battling him there. Oh, Racing Green dropped it. Oh, he's going to get collected. Oh my God. And well, hold a moment there for the cars. They've gone over. Now, hold your breath. I think Racing Green's fine. Yes, he is. Now, that there was a horrible accident there on the turn 3. Racing Green caught up by Jack there. And, well, that there, we could say that's why that car's a trouble around this circuit. H-Racing Green rather lucky they had that 20-second lead. As he now comes out still ahead of Will Murdoch. That was a huge shunt.
That was a huge shunt.
Upside down, out of the race nearly. Gets away with it.
Upside down, inside out, into the forest and out of the race.
Yeah, well,
but not
really...
quite out of the race because he's still running.
Well, there's a forest there.
Racer and
there's not really a forest around the circuit, but either way, into the grandstand, into the 400,000 spectators who are luckily not lining the fence that time around. Jack, he's going to be in a bit of questions there. That was a bit cars defending there. He couldn't really do a lot, really, could Jack? Of course, you're entitled to go to the inside. It's quite almost impossible to get out of the way around this circuit, isn't it, Troy?
Yeah, it really is.
So they'll push on. Oh, we've got a car in the woods. Is that H-Racing?
H-Racing Green again.
It is, again. What has happened to H-Racing Green? Will Murdoch now to P2. H-Racing's bottling it. He's going from bad to worse. That spin, I think it's ruined his momentum here.
There's another car upside down. Let's see who it is. It's Scott upside down.
Scott upside down in turn 1. What has happened there? And you can see on board, you can see he's not moving. I hope he's okay. In the cockpit, one tyre's trying to move, but hopefully medics will be on his way, of course. Scott upside down, and that there is not a good place. That's turn 1. And that looks to be another car out of this race.
It's really kicking off right now.
Now, was he caught up in that accident? And that is the question. So he must have got caught out by it, because there is no other reason why he's there upside down. You can see the spectators don't seem to be too bothered, but they can see in the cockpit camera his neck has indeed snapped. This is not good for Scott. And let's hope someone can get some glue and, well, straighten it back out. But either way, out of this race. Meanwhile, up front, though, we have ILRT Matt leading this race.
By 21 seconds now from Will Murdoch. Because of H-Racing Green's shenanigans, I think with lapped cars, he might have had contact with Jack and
Scott
at the same time. For some reason I have Forrest's name.
Yeah, it used to be Forrest. I'm pretty certain that is the reason why. But he's changed it to Scott now, so it's confused us even more. Ring Kilo, he's doing a good job in P4. He's kind of in no man's land right now. 7 seconds off of H-Racing Green, of course, is the car who spun earlier on, but ahead of everyone else. Down to 10 runners in this race. Now, of course, out of the 16 that started, we lost one before the race even begun, lost a few in the first couple of corners. Now, of course, we're down to just 10 runners and nearly half the field depleted.
Yeah, half the field will be 8, but I see what you're going on. I mean, we've lost 6 cars right now already. Unfortunate to see a lot of crashes actually. It's me was also upside down, but lucky for him, he's got the reset button on.
Yeah, luckily he managed to get himself back in the race. He's behind Jack now, of course, after all of this. So Jack still ahead of him. He got lucky, of course, because of the contact that happened. But Jack, he's got to be careful. This circuit difficult. One car, if it was that coming in the pit, then no, maybe not there. So one car heading towards it. Ben Gallagher now to P7 out of all this. He's also, that is one of this Ed Carpenter's cars, so that must be It's Me who's behind him. Indeed it is. Now It's Me's going to try and keep with him here. This is the best thing he can do. Keep with the lap car, close up to Jask and repass him. That's if they can do it, and it's definitely going to be hard.
Well, I don't actually know, because It's Me, I think, yeah, he was lapping 1 second, 1.5 seconds quicker last lap. Let's see what Jack is actually doing this lap. It will be a 41 or 2? 43, oh dear. It's Me sets a 141.1. So that's 2 seconds quicker. He is catching up really quickly here. And Ben Gallagher is in for his second stop. 0.1 liters left.
That's pushing it.
Time.
That's pushing it. Ben Gallagher, we almost lost a Ben there. Luckily we haven't. So that is very fortunate.
Let's see. Let's compare the pace with It's Me and Jask. Because I think It's Me is getting closer. The gap is now 1.3 seconds.
Indeed, definitely closing up. But is it closing enough? That is the question.
42.5 and 41.5. So he's catching by a second a lap.
No, he should be in by the end of this lap then, in theory. But they're definitely pushing on a little bit now as he comes to the end of the middle stage of this race. Ben Gallagher rejoins. He'll go to the end of this race now. A-okay then. We're waiting for the leaders in, by the way. Talking about the battle, here we are. I did say about the end of the lap, and here we are. It's me and Jack. They're good friends. They're good rivals. And let's see if they manage not to end up upside down in the catch fence. That will be tragic, of course.
Looks like Ismir's got a bit of oversteer issues. I think he's got a loose setup on. That's also what caused his crash into the last corner a few laps ago.
Indeed, well, either way, they're pushing on as hard as they can. Now, you join us on lap 47 of 75 here in Indianapolis on this dark day in the world, but a good day here for some of the drivers on the circuit. Of course, we may be in a somber mood, but in comes Matt.
Yeah, I am in quite a summer mood because, of course, what happened in France today.
But, everything seems to be coming under control. Fire's still raging, of course, but it seems to have died down, though I say that. But either way, going well. Here comes Jack trying around the outside of... it's me and Jack battling away. So they're pushing on as hard as they can.
Camera, though. You just killed the camera, hopefully...
Oh, he's going to kill more than the camera. Oh, indeed, down there goes the lead coordinator. Is he dead? I think he's dead. Yes, he is dead.
Oh, no, the lead coordinator. This is the end of ILR, guys. The lead coordinator has gone into the wall massively.
Now, he's going to keep going. It's not over yet. Not until the fat lady sings. If you do want to put your application for league owner of ILR, do put it down below, because I think we might need a new one after this one. I think Jask might, in fact, be murdered, and the background's been murdered, and Jask that. Can he get a gear? There, he can get a gear. But definitely struggling to find the pace.
Yeah, well, there's an open there's an open spot for lead coordinator ILR right now.
Yeah, but especially if Jask ends up upside down in a fence, we might need a new COD. Might put my name forward, Evil COD. But they're going to try. They're going to push on. In comes second, and that's first and second now, actually, technically. So top two in.
H Racing Green in the chat saying words fail me. He's got no words for what just happened. From second to, well, not second anymore. And we'll see where he is at the second round after the second round of pit stops. Everyone's coming out again. They're being serviced by ghosts because Project Cars has got a lot of trouble with rendering the pit crew.
Well, either way, they'll push on as hard as they can. And they're going to go as hard as they can. H and Green rejoins the circuit. You'll see there goes Matt through, presumably in the next couple of seconds. There is Matt. He's already in the Matt way in the lead.
Yeah, 18 seconds on Will. And there's Jaskin trying to
Has he run out of fuel?
0.0. Yes, he has.
Well, head's gone. Jack, is he out just at the pit entry? Well, just for his pit lane, I think it would have been that. They've abandoned him in the pits and, well, I think his head is gone. He walks out the car. Look at him. He's absolutely livid. Oh, dear, Jack. Well, by the looks of the mechanics, they're not going to be happy. Look, they're all gone. They're running away. They're looking at him in disgust. And, well, where they go? Going back into their box. Jack out of the Indy 75 with 25 to go.
The pit crew in front of him wanted nothing to do with him. He's run out of fuel. Not the first one to have done that. Unfortunate, but well, these things happen in IndyCar.
Well, you've got to feel sorry for him. He tried as hard as he was pushing on. He had a spin a few moments ago, and now his pit mechanics have decided to abandon him in the pit lane. Oh, bit of a wall there for Murdoch. He's jumped, yeah, he jumped H Racing, of course. H Racing, after that incident, we've got a car off ahead of him. That'd be It's Me, who was just ahead of these guys. There's MK Bourne battling away with Rinky, and they get through as well. So everyone pushing on as hard as they can. It's turning into quite an interesting race in terms of strategy. Not the exciting one we're used to, but they're definitely going to fly around this circuit as best they can with it. So still 10 driver, 9 technically, so nearly half of the field remain.
Wait a minute, Rinky is slowing. Is he letting Entertech past?
Rinky slowing.
He's going really slow.
Now, what is the issue there for Rinky? He's slowing. Now, is there an issue? I think, potentially, that the pit crew have taken over.
Do you think the AI has taken over?
There's a possibility. The AI take over. Now, that's true. That is going to be heartbreak for him. He's going to be a danger on the circuit. But what has happened there to Rinky Morris? He's going slowly. He's got no power. He's got no fuel. Is there an issue with the engine, maybe? He is 22 laps from the end, and he's just dropping down the field. That is heartbreak.
I think you're right. The pit crew might have taken over. He's going a bit faster now, but
is he half
no, it's still going half health. Half health? Half speed.
Half speed, half health for the car as well. Doesn't look healthy, doesn't sound healthy. So disaster for him and his team as they're starting to struggle, but they're going to try their hardest to come back through. But it does look to be that the superstructure is over for him. But let's see if he can get him going back later on.
Ben Gallagher catching up to Entertech right now. Ben, of course, was in a really strong position, but his upside down moments really hurt his race. But also Rinky Morris and Speed Racer are now close together.
Well, actually,
Speed Racer actually goes through.
Yeah, because of course Rinky driving in that half row. It's rather a danger actually for the drivers. Rinky driving that slow. I'll be surprised he hasn't been given the black and orange flag or the get out the way flag, because that's quite a danger on the circuit. And tackler battling away with Ben Gallagher right now. That's the battle for P5. So Ben's got himself back up the positions right now.
Yeah, but Entertech wants that position from him. P5 and P6, of course. Difference in points. Everyone wants the points. Look at the lap times Rinky is doing. 53. That's more than 10 seconds slower than you used to do.
Indeed, they're definitely struggling. It's shocking how much they're going backwards in this race. 53 for Rinky, 10 seconds like you mentioned, slower than the leader. But of course, we have still got 10 drivers in the session, of course, on circuit. One, of course, out of the race, and technically, that, of course, is Mr. Jack Gooding, stuck in the pit lane on this rather out of fuel day for him. He's not having the best of luck. That 58 of 75 here in Indianapolis. So far, Matt leads this race. He's come down a little bit now to 21 seconds. It was 22. So he's starting to drop a little bit now. As he is dropping, it's fluctuating a little bit right now. So let's hope, of course, the issues that Matt had earlier on, he was lacking quite a lot, isn't going to come back. But they're going to push. They're going to drive. And let's see who's going to win this race. The bottle of milk, we believe, hopefully Matt will drink some milk on camera for us at a later date. Of course, we're winning this race. We'll find out.
And the tag is now coming up to his teammate again, lapping him. Oh, Rinky, watch out! AI, dear. AI not really one for spatial awareness. And here comes It's Me, overtaking Rinky in a brief moment of time, we presume. Well, Rinky Moore is actually disconnected because well, yeah, it's such a danger to let the AI drive on the track, as we saw with the Entertech, not quite knowing where the AI was going to go. Well, the gaps are massive. I'll actually do a rundown of the maps. The gaps. 20 seconds to Will, the leader. Oh dear, that's lag. That's a lot of lag. Will, 20 seconds behind. Agent and Queen, only 3 seconds behind Will, so he might still be regaining seconds. There'll be a massive comeback for him. MK Bourne, 32 seconds behind third placed Ace Green. Ben Gallagher getting close to P4, so he can still get P4 off of MK Bourne. Entertech really close behind him, 2 seconds. 19 seconds, quite a big gap to Speed Racer. Speed Racer just in the middle of nowhere, because behind him is It's Me with 28 seconds behind. And It's Me practically in last because Jack Gooding is still in the pit lane, full on the brakes, but not a full tank of fuel.
Yeah, the pit mechanic's still just standing there. You can see he hasn't got out of the car yet, so he's still gonna he should get 9th out of all this technically because he's still in the race. I think he'll be demoted to 8th in the end, but disaster for him. But it's going to be a disaster here. That is a bumper and run. Let's see. I haven't seen a bumper and run here for a long time, and yes, AI did take over.
Yeah. Rinky's saying in the chats after we see.
Oh, God, oh my God! And it's gone wrong. And there you can see another shunt. And there is Ben Gallagher right in the middle of the pack. And luckily, 2 cars miss him. MK Bourne and Ben Gallagher. And Ben's been shafted and murdered yet again here in Indianapolis. It's the 3rd time he's been in the sky. And he's getting rather used to it right now. He should take up aerobatics at the end of this season. MK Bourne somehow avoided that. And that there, Vector, is the reason why racing here is so hard.
And Entertech is a big winner out of this. He's gone from P6 to P4 because MK Bourne and Ben have in fact crashed, and Ben has this time really gone to space. But after what I wanted to say, Rinky saying in the chat, AI took over entering the pits and never let go of the car. Bleeped word.
Absolutely incredible stuff indeed. It's heartbreak for some of the drivers this race. It's a heartbreaking day for the world, but what can you say, Vector, can you? It's just a race that is turning into almost another catastrophe, and that almost ended in worse contact. They're being very aggressive here still.
MK Bourne trying to unlap himself again from H Racing Green. He's currently in 3rd position. He wants to catch up to Will. This will not help him.
It won't help him, but side by side MK Bourne comes back through. This is really ruining poor H Racing Green's race. He's going to be frustrated. What are you doing? He says. Move over. I'm going for 2nd. But no, he won't. He will cover him off, and now he'll have to go up the inside. You can see waving his hands, giving him the middle finger. Move out of the way, and comes through again. And back into what is 3rd, of course, on circuit as he's battling the lap car. And still stays. We've got 12 laps to go here as well.
People saying in the chat, the disaster class GP.
Yeah, disaster for some, but Jack now to P9. He might get a few more positions out of these. He's been in the pits for 10 minutes.
Jack up to P9, you say? Jack up to P9. I mean, he's been in. Well, he's been in P9 for a while.
Got P9 after Rinky. Of course, disconnected. Of course, had to because of the issue. 19 seconds. Gap is closing up front. Gap low behind is opening up massively. Will's got a run on right now. I think that might be because the leader's just come through traffic. I think he's just coming through towards the start line right now is the leader. So he had to just lap. I think 1 car behind. I think that might be Speed Racer. Well, that's why Racer.
Speed Racer.
He's just behind, so it might have held him up a little bit there. That might be the reason why the gap opens up ever so slightly.
That crash with Ben Gallagher got Speed Racer of 9-second gap between him and Ben. Ben now in the middle of nowhere, 7 seconds in front and 9 seconds behind. And MK Bourne only 1 second behind Entertech, so MK Bourne might get 4th position back of Ant. Well, I say so, there's a car! Oh no! Oh, big accident, it's
MK Bourne?
Is it Will? It's Will!
Oh no! Will Murdoch! That is catastrophe! For Will Murdoch, you can see by the looks he's been killed as well. And that is another car round. I don't think he's got the reset button. Out of the race. And well, that's that then. Disaster for him.
Position he goes.
2nd place, and that there is despicable what's ever happened to him. MK Bourne's now gunning opposition. They're all going to come through. Will out.
That might have been a commentator's curse from my side, because I was just about to say MK Bourne was catching up, and now it's back into 4th. And Entertech now up at P3.
Was that with?
Green is now safe from behind, and he's now absolutely in no man's land.
Was that with? Oh, he's got back on his wheels, it seems. So Will back. So he's been flipped back over, it seems, and so someone's flipped him back over. He's been able to. So that's fortunate for him, but that has rather ruined his race. He's a lap down, and that there is pretty much that done and dusted. Was that MK Bourne he had contact with? Because I saw MK Bourne was sideways. Yeah. I didn't see it because I was looking down at my phone at the time. But
oh, you were looking down.
But so I missed that one, unfortunately.
Well, what happened was Will was horizontal on the track. MK Born couldn't avoid. He was kind of rejoining quite irrationally, I think. And then MK Born couldn't avoid him anymore. He hit him, and then Will, he was upside down. So it was a really big accident. A really big accident here at Indianapolis, and not the first one. This is, I think, the 6th time we see a car upside down.
Indeed, we've seen multiple crashes here. It's just horrible to see cars going up in smoke, up in flames as well, and it's not good for the drivers. They're pushing hard, but luckily these fuel tanks not as flammable, of course, as they are in real life. Luckily for them, but Ben Gallagher, currently P4, he might get a podium out of all this here somehow. Be surprised if he does. He's what is he? 7 seconds behind Ant-Attack Jack, still in the pit of course, 30 minutes since his horrifying death. Where he run out of fuel. Here comes MK Bob.
In this game, in this race, we've seen Ben up front, all the way down, and now somewhere in the middle, being overtaken by MK Born though. And Ben will have to try to get it back because he's gonna go into the pits, otherwise he will not finish the race either because he's got 0.2 disconnected.
Leader!
Oh, no,
leader out! Here on the last 6 laps of the race, the race leader has disconnected, and now that is absolutely disastrous. And that means H Racing Green, in the most harshest possible way, is gifted the lead where he's likely to stay. He leads by a lap, and well, that there is absolutely heartbreak. Matt out of the Indianapolis 75 with 6 laps to go. I think Ben, as he just got in the pit lane without running out of fuel, I wonder. He was on 0.1 as he came in. I think, yes, Ben survived. But that there is absolutely heartbreaking.
H Racing Green has been gifted the race win. Matt was surely gonna win this. Now H Racing Green is into the lead with only 4 laps to go. I mean,
can you believe it?
That must be so sour for him. He's done nothing wrong from start to finish, and well, I feel really bad for Matt.
He led every lap, pretty much. He led most, if not all, of the laps he was in. He took the lead, of course, back from H Racing Green, who is now a lap ahead almost of the race. He is a lap ahead of Ant-Attack. Ant-Attack is just behind him. So he's a lap ahead, and in the worstest possible way, that there is going to be a hammer blow. The worst way, lap 72 for your leader. And I am lost for words. 7 runners left here on technicality. And, well, shocking, I must say that.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it.
I suppose these H Racing Green will get some justice, of course, after his accident earlier on, but this is probably not the way he envisioned it. Lap 73 of 75, and this has rather dampened the spirits, of course. But either way, looks like he'll win the race. Unless something happens to him. He's got 10 litres of fuel, 2 and a bit laps to go. He's a lap ahead of Ant-Attack now, who's currently right behind him. Battle potentially between MK Born and Will. They're still battling together. So, surprise somehow, it was consolation as well for Will. He could still get a podium out of this.
He could, because he's only 9 tenths behind MK Born. And he was lapping 7 tenths faster last lap.
Well, we'll find out. We're on lap 74, the penultimate lap here of the Indy 75, in a race that has seen the man up front retire because of an issue, a disconnection within 4 laps of the end. Rinky out of this race, many cars out of this race as well, and this is going to be a race to forget for quite a lot of drivers. But here comes Will. Can he get a podium out of all this? Well, the stewards might still give the position back, of course, to Will from MK Born. They had contact earlier on, was the reason he ended up in this position. And let's see. And he's not going to hold him up too much. Up the inside, I think, has come. Yep, through he goes. So he gets in position. MK Born can't cover him off. White flag, by the way, for your leader. Sponsored by McDonald's or some other fast food chain is available. Let's go to your leader that trip. who's on his 75th and last lap here in the Indy 75. And well, whether he won it or not, he's going to win it either way. Because of course, Matt's issue earlier on. Because of disconnection, he kind of fought back. It was 20 seconds off the lead in the end. And gained it rather somberly because of Matt's disconnection. H Racing Green will win the Indy 75 here in Indianapolis. And well, somber for him. And attack P2 in the end. Will take a podium by the looks of it. He's coming through the last couple of corners. Will take a podium then here in Indianapolis. MK Bourne in 4th. Y Racer in 5th. It's me in 6th.
Not quite.
Not quite indeed. He spins it, but I think he is 20 seconds up the road. So, should still get it. So, Y Racer there. It's me going the wrong way. So, he's already finished. Y Racer will be the last across the line, it looks then. And, well, that there, unfortunately, you can see, oh dear.
The leader upside down.
Racing Green's been murdered. And I feel that's... Oh, well, that's an interesting camera. Hello, Carbon Fibre. And that there is the end of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Then in rather somber fashion, then H Racing Green wins ahead of Antattack. Will Murdoch in P2. The camera has been killed. It's upside down. We've died. MK Bourne, Y Racer, it's me, Ben Gallagher, Jack and Scott down the back. And what do you have to say about that, Vet? So that you got to say heartbreak for... poor old Matt.
We've seen everything in this race. I think the leader disconnecting like 5 laps before the end is well. You never want to see that because he completely deserved that win. And but I'm sure he will be back stronger next week.
Indeed. Well, that'll all be from me and Vetra here on this heartbreaking day. Of course, for the pole man and the world as well. We'll join you in 7 days' time when we return. Until then, thank you for joining us. This has been Inside Line Racing, and I'm out.